Do that fix stream up. Do that fix stream up. That looks better. That looks better. Probably hearing me twice. Okay. Awesome. You recommended WSL. I've never used it. That's the Windows sub Linux or whatever. System for Linux. I don't know. I've never used it. I like my virtual machine. Personally. I sound alright? Okay. I think we're good. Issue with it is reverse shells. I'm using it for 6 months. I don't understand this statement. What about reverse shells? Why do you have to use WSL over a virtual machine? I can't type. Do an up down on Hack the Box. That's the goal. Bang. Really can't type. Can't do reverse shell in WSL 2.0. So yeah, why not just use a virtual machine? Like why struggle with WSL? Why do you have to use WSL? Get a Oracle box or VMware. Up a virtual machine. Alright, just 82 and 80. No cheating, no cheating. Can you explain everything in one comment? The issue, the virtual machine, crash your laptop, they can't run a virtual. Gotcha. Gotcha. web proxies on Hackbox Academy perfect to master Burp Suite, or do I need more? I mean, it's definitely a great start. I don't think you're gonna master it, but you'll definitely work around Burp Suite. You'll learn the basics, and then you just build upon it from different boxes. Enough to get started, for sure. What's up, Optimal Goose? Planning on doing Lane Kusanagi's list. I don't know whose that is. Right now I'm doing the who is this? Who's this list by? Oh, TJ Null. In TJ Null's list right now. Let's see. Bye. The machine I'm doing is actually on there. I'm sure the lists are pretty similar. A lot of them overlap. While I'm here to talk to our server. Getting peak. Dev. just did. All right. Like, good. Attempt was that's interesting. I'm not very well versed. Been watching since before you took the pen test plus. Oh my god, you've been here a while. How long ago was that video? Over a year old, that's for sure. for sticking around for so long. What do you tend to do when you get stuck? I usually throw stuff at a LLM like Gemini or something. It'll tells me something that helps. I go through my methodology first, obviously. Try to get some help from Googling if I find a clue. Gemini, and if it's a retired box, it'll go through the adventure, or not the adventure mode, the guided mode up to the point where I'm stuck to get a little bit of a hint. But that's the last resort. Machine is medium difficulty. Some users rated it a bit hard. This one might be over my pay grade. Let's see. I'm thinking that the attack vector is server-side request forgery, which is unfortunate because I was not in the CPTS and I only have done the hack the box module for it. I haven't really practiced it yet, so. Okay. Could do some port scanning. Les J, thank you for the follow on Twitch. How many machines would you say you've done? I've done 62 on Hack the Box. I've done a whole lot of rooms on Try Hack Me. Those aren't really boxes. Go with 62. Burp Suite? I can. We're attempted to use Burp Suite to do a little bit of LFI, server-side request forgery, but didn't like that. We got a hacking attempt. Hacking attempt was detected. Thinking, let's see if we can access any internal ports. Maybe there's another web port in request forgery, but I gotta look through my notes, figure out how to do that again. Been a while. Common ports word list. Anyone know? I don't want to do every single port. I think that would... with FUF, we could probably do it pretty quick. crazy. Perfect. Doesn't like. This. Ah. Fulfill message. Able to modify the post request in Burp Suite. I think that's gonna do anything here. Because I think sending a GET request gonna reach out to the, or is gonna be able to do the server side request. Yeah. Alright, what if we do? The response. Yeah. Perfect. This looks good. What did I do wrong? Oh. Okay. This is checking the box internally if there's any ports open other than port 80 and port 2. I'm guessing it has to be a web port. It has to be a web port for be able to reach it. Box is kind of cray cray. Server-side request forgery on the OSCP? Guessing it must be. Not looking like it's yielding anything. I want to show you the open ports already. So the reason why this is different than like running an nmap scan is we're reaching out externally when we do the nmap scan to the external IP address of the box. But when you do it through a server-side request forgery vulnerability, like this one, the server is talking to itself. Sorry, the server is talking to itself, so it can enumerate internal ports. So if there was a port that wasn't open externally to us, but was accessible internally if you're on the box, posted on 127.0.0.1, be able to reach it through this server-side request forgery vulnerability. But it doesn't look like that's the case. Like there's any internal web ports open. This sucks. Dev didn't work either. That didn't work. Or it's hanging. Let's specify. Mm-hmm. Gotta explore what causes the hack. If no HTTP. Okay. So blacklist on file. I'm I'm just so lost when it comes to server-side request forgery. I haven't studied any of the OSCP material yet. Maybe I'll learn a thing or two when I do that. But unfortunately... Oh my god, I'm an idiot! We can just do local file inclusion through a PHP filter, maybe. Blocked. Different capitalization. If PHP is blocked. R. Ooh, maybe. Maybe. This should get blocked. It has PHP in it. But if we do far and the index goes to the resource. Work. Damn it. Oh wait. Maybe no PHP. I'll find the request check for an admin page. I did not. A bad one though. It was down. I should do over. Track of what we already did. recurse this. Are you starting the road to OSCP series? Probably after I start the 90-day prep period. I still have to get my work to sign off on or at least not sign off. They already signed off on it, but paying for the OSCP training. But I gotta be locked in for that, because 90 days isn't a whole lot of time. Run, but I don't think we're gonna find anything else. I wanna recursively enumerate the dev folder here. If Bruno could do it, you can. Bruno Rockamora? That guy's a legend. I don't know if we're on the same... Yeah, same level. Might be a step above me. We'll see. Read what Gemini has to say. Link dev show anything different, and we can just capture it in Burp Suite, but I don't think so. Wigging out. Lost my pop. Capture this over. I think it's just gonna be blank. Get redirected first, and then we get sent here. I'm guessing it's just index. Confirm. This is the index page for the dev directory. We're gonna have to do some fuzzing on the dev directory. I'll let this run just in case. Case variation. Rotational for each page? Sure. This is gonna be nothing. There. Run. What's up, Kai? Going. Single encoding. Were you practicing writing CTFs like report when practicing machines? So could you share your method for writing? I didn't really start. I don't think I practice writing a report at all, personally. I don't recommend you do that. I think you should practice writing the report when you do AEN, or if you do any pro labs. Practice writing a report on those. But my method for writing the report, I've got 2 videos on it. I've got one doing a mock report on a box. I've got one for just setting up Sysraptor. If you don't have Sysraptor set up first, I would do that. Watch my video on setting that up. And then you want to watch me go through a box using Sysraptor to do a report. You can tell you what those are. Video right here, write a passing CPS report the first time. That's me actually going through a box and doing a mock report. And then pen test report writing, me going through Bruno Rockamola's tips and then setting up writing report. How long does it usually take you to finish a machine? Depends on the difficulty. I think I'm a bit over my over my head with this one. This one seems quite hard. So I might not even be able to do this one just because I don't know much about server-side request forgery, but I'll be plugging away at it. But easy machines like the reactor and dev hub machine took like less than 2 hours. Reactor was really easy. And dev hub, I mean, these were both easy, but less than 2 hours for both. Maybe even like an hour for reactor and like an hour and a half for dev hub. All depends on the difficulty and how well I know the attack paths. If I don't know the attack path at all, I probably can't even finish the box. If I know the attack paths and I just haven't practiced them a lot, then maybe it takes me multiple hours, and if I'm very confident, hours, maybe less. All comes with practice. Your URL code can just control you. Oh. Characters. No hotkey for that. Doesn't work anyway. How long have you coded? I mean, I'm not really a coder. I started in college. I took all of the programming classes that I could because I wanted to be, you know, I wanted to get as much hands-on experience in coding as possible. I took Python, I took Perl, I took C++, I took Java. I did a class where the entire class was basically building a program. Like you worked in a team and like it was like a software engineering class, but you worked together in other students to actually like create something. We were trying to create an application that tracked the food in your fridge and helped you make different dinners or things like that with what's in your fridge. I didn't get very far, but it was fun to just actually get through and kind of feel for what that process is like. But I'm not a crazy coder. I would say I'm more of just like a scripter, writing scripts for making tasks easy. Spurs or Knicks? Definitely Knicks. My girlfriend's a huge Knicks fan, so by proxy, I'm also a Knicks fan. So. Anything here? Sucks. Let's try it. Does it actually detect? It'll say hacking attempt. What is specifically on file, but it can read through double encoding ins. The slashes, I don't think it's gonna do anything. Be crazy. Filter on local. I don't know if there's a way to do just. Oh! Wait. I can do remote file inclusion. I can host something on my own system, maybe? Remote code execution. Nah, bro, Spurs. I don't watch a ton of basketball. The Spurs. This is the first. Is this their first time in the NBA Finals? I think I read that somewhere. What's your job? I'm a vulnerability threat analyst. Find anything in dev? No. Did not. Index page. Ooh. Just the index page. That's the notes. Thank you, Kai, for the follow. Sounds interesting. Kind of interesting. It's a lot of vulnerability scans and reading output, creating tickets, people how to remediate stuff. How long have you had that job? I think I'm approaching year. Am I approaching year 3 or year 4? I think I'm approaching year 4. So 3 years, 3.5 years. Yeah. what I'm looking at, by the way, when I'm looking over and trying to read my notes. But how to do? What I tried earlier, hosting my own. Oh wait, did I need to use ampersand? Good. I do before. I'll do like 26. Pretty spot on. I turned 26 very soon. How'd you know that? I guess just based off of my work experience. Yeah, I'm turning 26 very soon. RevShell user. What's going on? That was pretty funny. It was a great guess. Approaching Unk status, as people say. OSCP. I was streaming my CP prep until this time. Very nice. Last box for the prep track. Box site. Great stuff. Sidetracked. What am I doing? Oh, I'm an idiot. What? Last machine is a Windows insane box, and after 8 hours, I think I see the initial fold. That's insane that you're getting that far. Insane box. I think I just watched the walkthroughs IPSEC did for the insane. Kudos to you, man. That's crazy. That's really good. Line streams. Very nice. Very nice. How doesn't this work? Get a 404. What? I never watch walkthroughs / write-ups beforehand, but I do use Claude. But it's not. That's true. No AI for the OSCP. We up down a few months ago. This is my first attempt at it. It's a doozy. You can quickly summarize your recon and your progress on this box. Sure. Initial Nmap scan for TCP. Port 2280 open. Did directory scan. Well, first we did a subdomain scan, and did a subdomain scan. Found that the dev site was open, but we got forbidden. Did a main directory scan on the dev directory, but there was nothing in it. Just playing around on the site. Yeah, the vhost scan. That's what I meant. Said subdomain. The main site is my website website checker. So it's vulnerable to server-side request forgery. Breach itself. This debug mode gives us the response. We tried doing a internal port scan, didn't find anything. Tried doing local file inclusion with the file protocol, but it got blocked. PHP protocol also got blocked. Right now, I'm trying to access my own web server, hosting a basic PHP web shell. I can reach it. Hi, Kai. I can reach it, but when I try to CMD parameter, it is giving me a 404. Where we're at right now. Yui, thank you for the follow on Twitch. My date command? What do you mean? Like my RevShell user, thank you for the follow as well. What if the initial command block the... Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Let me... This. Over. That's good. Good shout. Back. Mark and who am I did not work. I was doing question marks before and I was getting 200 responses, but no code execution. So it reads my web page, but it doesn't execute. Back to the dev directory, it's gotta be there for. Like what I'm thinking is we should be able to access like any internal web pages, the server-side request forwarding. But I've been getting very recursive during I didn't do it with the recursive command, but dev was the directory that we did other fuzz on. Did the manual way. I'm on the right track. On the right track with which one? I'm all over the place right now. Right. OSCP is about doing the dumbest guesswork and following a check. You have the OSCP? Fair. It is expensive. I got my employer to pay for it. Prepping for CPTS. Very smart. Yeah, I got my CPTS first. Going for the OSCP. Give me CPTS tips, bro. You seem pretty, well, just based off this conversation and you saying that you found the foothold on the Insane Machine, you seem pretty well prepared. But it's just enumerate. There's a lot of enumeration. Don't leave any rock or any stone unturned. Think dumber, kind of like what you just told me. You know, it's typically going to be the easy thing. You just have to find it. You did it with CPTS, you got OCP in the bag for sure. I've heard that too, but I don't know, I'm kind of struggling on this one. If it's server-side request forwarders on the OSCP. Toughy. But I appreciate the kind. Yes, was no easy feat though. Was stressed. Stressing hard. But it's over. This word's a bitch. I still haven't practiced it a lot. I've only done the server-side request academy mod. Really practice it. So rusty. I don't think that was me. This is my first time actually streaming. I have a YouTube channel. I'm bigger on YouTube. My first stream. Might have been someone else. You're subbed to me? No way. That's awesome. Funny, I was at work, but one of my YouTube videos like popped up and one of my coworkers recommended or whatever, and he's like, I think I found you on YouTube. That's a little embarrassing, but all right. This is just HTML. PHP is not. Check out my website. Sure. Your portfolio for. I don't want to dox you though. Nothing like no personal information. Okay. A resume. Check it out off stream if I can dox my resume. No, I don't. I don't want to dox you. I can check. I can. Networking jobs. Yeah. Have a job. I do. A vulnerability threat analyst. Can I? It's a pretty sweet. Don't even gotta pay me. Just kidding. Experience, yeah, I feel that. Latest video is all about getting your first job in cyber. Definitely. The biggest parts is work experience. Mayhem. Hey man, I see your videos. Your videos are great. I've seen your tips on Hack the Box certs. Oh, you already had OSCP. I'm working on GCA. CJCA. That's the June. Hack the Box. Associate. This one's new. Or like newer. But no, don't have the OSCP yet. Appreciate the kind words. Keep going, man. I'm working. Hey, Pretzel. You getting the AI cert after CPTS? I heard it's. No, I'll say I heard it's not that great. I had one person in my Discord say that kind of repetitive. More like math heavy, but if like that's what you're expecting, then it does seem pretty cool. Less hacking, more math and theory. Not hack the boxes. DJCA with the annual silver now. You can take the exam, or you're just talking about the material? Don't mind what got you into cybersecurity. Also, what certification you have. What got me into cybersecurity in high school was obviously like many high schoolers, big into gaming, big into computers. I wanted to do something tech related. So initially, I was going to do computer science. Uncle, who was a police officer, cybersecurity is this big up and field. Check it out. I kind of went with it based off of that advice, and logic, I fell in this. And what certifications do you have? I've got the Security Plus, the Pen Test Plus, CPTS, and the Jiva, I think it is. It's a what's it called? GX cert. I don't think it exists anymore. I have this one. Give both training and the voucher. Can't exchange it. Give another for certificate. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. This okay. The silver subscription, you get one voucher and all of them. Yeah, I've got the student subscriptions. Get everything from 2 and below. I had to pay for the vouchers. Really worth it. Cheap. For the sub, Les J. Spec Ops. What is our host? Remote host. Yeah. The host that you're attacking. Exploit. I know you're doing live streaming now. That's cool. I'm trying it out. I'm kind of failing at this box right now. I picked a hard one to do for my first stream. I probably should have picked an easier one just so it looked smart and competent, but pretty tough. Bye. Getting a little distracted, but that's totally cool. I'd like to interact with you guys rather than do the box, but for some of you are here to see a box get done. How old am I? I am 25, about to be 26. Someone guessed it earlier. I feel like I know little about everything, but it's something to connect all the dots. Yeah. Or to connect the dots. I mean, it just comes with experience and practice. You're always gonna have imposter syndrome. Like, a year from now, you're gonna look back and you're gonna all those things that you thought you didn't know, you're gonna be like, oh wow, this is so easy to me now. Then you're gonna be having new challenges in that year. The year after that, you're gonna be like, oh wow, all those things I thought were impossible. Really easy now. Are you reading YouTube comments? I am. I'm multi-stream. YouTube and Twitter. Lock in. I'll lock in. Actually, I don't know. Might not lock in. In cybersec, especially offsec, I don't understand how Windows. Are you saying from like a security perspective or a preference? I was thinking I was 18 years old. Security's perspective. I mean, like your own home computer. I don't know. You're really worrying about your home, unless like you have externally facing things. Oh, I wouldn't really worry about. My home computer. Unless I was like a journalist or that was a high priority target. Professor was the person Iranians approached after Stuxnet absolutely dogs on Windows. I mean, yeah, it's got its issues. I mean, it definitely, I don't know. It's just convenient, easy, and the operating system for the working person, so you gotta live with it. Principle. Mac OS. I've never owned Apple laptop or Mac or anything like that. You hope the good work. Hope to get your live streams more often. Definitely, Pretzel. Thank you for the kind words. Mac OS is Linux, but it works. Yeah, I don't know. You get a reverse shell if you don't know the remote IP address? What? Get the remote IP address. What you hacking? I'm doing up down. Not that one. What was I? Doing up down on Hack the Box. I'm not getting a lot done right now. All for SSH connections using a fingerprint. That's pretty cool. I don't know how secure that is, but it is cool. Secure in 20. Alright, I'm a bit lost. Isn't executing. Try a different word list on dev. The magical dir search real quick. large words lowercase. Using AI and CPTS allowed or not? It is allowed. Recommended? Yeah, I mean, it's good to sort of like bounce ideas off of, or maybe discover an attack path that maybe you haven't thought of or tried yet. But yeah, I would definitely. They do allow it for the CPTS. You can't attack it with like flawed bot or anything like that, but you can use large language models. It is allowed. Search. Holy shit. We hit something. You comment on this? They water down those API models for stuff like that? I cannot comment. And I'm sure I mean, obviously there's filters in place where if the LLM like Gemini or ChatGPT detects something malicious, it will try to block you. I'm sure there's other models out there that are trained specifically for hacking. They're not widely accessible. I won't say they're not publicly accessible, but they're not widely accessible. But like you said, doing stuff for debugging and creation, stuff like that, you'll be just fine. Fixing the IT more. Okay. I stumbled upon a .git. That was cool. Copy this, save to my oops. What is this come files here? Literally tell ChatGPT I'm doing things for school if it blocks info. That's a smart way around it. For And for doing CTFs and things, I literally say I'm doing CTF on hack. Yeah, I don't really. Years ago, like 10 or 20 years ago, people did what would do and like put some cookies all over the internet. Large language models to gobble up and they'll get replies and says interesting. Mayhem, I'm a vulnerability threat analyst. I'm trying to pivot to the pen test. If I hate coding, we all. Git index, I'm stupid. What would you do to prep for CPTS? I went through, well, first I went through all of the Adobe modules except for AEN, and I created a crap ton of notes and also a methodology for a bunch of different scenarios. So, for initial enumeration, web server enumeration, Privask for Linux and Windows, Active Directory methodology, just so when you come across something, sort of have a checklist to run through. Then I did the IPsec CPTS playlist, an official CPTS prep playlist, and then I did the CPTS track, the Academy site, what you're doing, right? Then I also did Dante, the Pro Lab. That was the only Pro Lab I did. Then after Dante, I did AEN Blind, and I was ready. I only do CPTS track Dante AEN. Yeah, I think that's plenty. You feel ready. Obviously, if you don't feel ready, don't do what you think you're weak at. If you feel ready, that's plenty. Really, 45% of the way through the modules? You're already doing the track? Last box, ghost. What? Horse is boring, I'd rather be doing the box. So what experience do you have outside of the Hack the Box Academy track? If you're knocking out the boxes without having done the track, or without having done the modules, be impressive. Brute force a lot of boxes. Wait, XT3. One pays out 0 days anymore. Are you a Nightmare Eclipse by chance? You do bug bounty hunting? No. Just CTFs. Load the repo and work up from there. I don't know if you saw the recent Microsoft drama where they deleted the guy's repo. Yeah, that was a Nightmare Eclipse. That was the joke I made. Is exposed salt type. Insane. Do you think it's hard to do bug bounty hunting? Hard for someone like me? Yes. It all depends on your experience level. pasted. Dumb. I don't know enough about GitHub repositories or Git repositories. Excuse me. Code review on the Git folder. I'm really trying to clone it so I can look at it a little easier. The whole thing, I forget the name of the tool. Basically visit all the links groups and download them. Yeah, I'm trying to find the tool as well. I thought I'd be able to do it with git clone. Or fetching it with the git tool. /dev though. Congrats on your CTFs, thank you. Think control static. Get through the root of it. Okay. /dev. I think it does the exact same thing. Except able to pull anything from dev. I don't think there's anything else on. I could be wrong. Got the box. Google something like alternatives dump git folder. I did see git dumper. But I was hoping to be able to use it with a tool that I had. PC specs I've got an 9700K, i7 9700K, 48 gigs of RAM, and 3070 Ti Super. Definitely have it. I think it's the 3070 Ti Super. $4070 Super? Damn. Very nice. Yeah. 5080 generally not a good purchase. Super expensive space here. Very cool, very cool. Sorry guys, I'm not very well versed in Git repositories. Virgin. have to use git dumper. Downloaded correctly. Go get show. I don't think it downloaded correctly. You gotta live with your own failure and whatever you get dumper. Alright guys, I'm getting a little tired. I'll resume this. I'll download git dumper and then resume the box. Little under practice with git repos. Got a little bit of learning to do. I get thing. Oh, you might be right. Let's just remove every repo I made. Get rev shell. Appreciate your help. First time doing it in front of a live audience. Overwhelming. Try this one more time. And if this doesn't work, git dumper. Oh, okay. There's progress. There's progress. Admin.php. Okay. This is where I'll leave it. Thank you so much for the help, internal static void. I'm a little cooked right now. It's been a long week. A little nervy doing it in front of them. But thank you guys for everyone that followed and subbed and everyone chatting. I appreciate it. It was super fun. Will you guys catch me on another live stream? Call it here.